What if the secret to a more peaceful you and a more harmonious world lies hidden in the elements themselves? This isn't just about shuffling cards, it's about unlocking ancient wisdom to balance your inner fire, soothe your emotions, grounding earthly needs, and connect your airy aspirations. So, if you want to know these secrets, let's investigate. And the elements. Okay. Basically, the elements. Let's go to what are the elements? We have water, air, earth, and fire. And what does these elements, how do we interact with these elements? All right. We all need these four elements. Air, we need air in order to breathe. Water, our body is made up of water. And earth is all the natural and wonderful vegetations, trees, plants, herbs, fruits, and flowers that comes from earth, even in death, because we all, when we die, we are returned back to the earth. And lastly, fire. Fire warms us. We use fire to cook food. It provides comfort, heat, and energy. And when these four elements are abused and misused, we experience hurricanes, storms, earthquakes, tremors, tidal waves, flash floods, heavy rains, fires, electrical storms, and volcanic eruptions when these four elements are misused and abused. And on a mystical side or a spiritual side of these elements, each represent a certain human quality when properly understood. And these, in terms of numerology, 1 through 9, we need to know our number, our numerological number. And how do we know this number? It is the day you were born. Now, each of these numbers is governed by one of the four elements. If the number 1, and where's my pointer here? The number 1, you your numerological number is 1 if you are born on the 1st, 10th, and 19th or 28th of any month. You are considered a fire sign if you were born on the 1st, 10th, 19th, or the 28th. Okay, you are fire. Also, you are a number 9 if you are born on the 9th, 18th, or the 27th. You are also a fire sign, and your number is number 9 if you are born on the 9th, 18th, or the 27th. You are a number 2, or your numerology number is 2 if you are born on the 2nd, the 11th, 20th, or the 29th. You are considered a water sign. Your number is 3. Your numerology number is 3 if you were born on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, or the 30th. Your numerology number is 4 if you are born on the 4th, 13th, 22, or 31st. You are an air sign. Okay. What was the third one? Okay. Let's go back to number 3. If you are born on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, or the 30th, your numerology number, is 3 and you are a fire sign. Let me put fire right here. No, your element is fire. Not that you are a fire sign. Your element is fire. Number 4, if you are born, your numerology number is 4. If you are born on the 4th, 13th, 22nd, 31st, you are an air sign or you are an air element. Okay? If your numerology number is 5, if you are born on the 5th, 14th to 23rd, you are an air element. If your numerology number is 6, if you are born on the 6th, the 15th, and the 24th, your element is earth. All right, your numerology number is 7 if you are born on the 7th, 16th, or the 25th. Your element is water. Your numerology number is 8 if you are born on the 8th, the 17th, the 26th. Your element is earth. Okay, numerology number 9 is if you were born on the 9th, the 18th, or the 27th. You belong to the fire element. All right, now what's the point of this? Let's take a look at the human quality of the element. Now, the air signs, they are more concerned with mental qualities, meaning the ability to respond to reason. That's your quality, air elements. Water elements represent our inner feelings, our sensitivities, and responses to others. This is the element of water. All right. The next element of the earth is concerned with the physical side on earth and human nature, taking practical, down to earth approach to any situation. This is the element of earth. And lastly, the element of fire. These individuals are energetic, active. It's the active side of things. They are ambitious, energetic, takes action. All right. So when I do a reading for earth signs, we're looking for the physical side of the human nature, the practical side, the practicality of life, the down to earth approach to any situations. All right. So let's do a reading for earth signs. And we want to ask Spirit, what is the purpose of earth's elements or earth. What is the purpose of earth elements? What what's the spiritual purpose of earth signs? Yeah, signs. Although we're talking about elements, but we're speaking more on the human quality, the spiritual human quality of earth signs, the human quality of water signs, the human quality of fire. All right, so we're going to do the human. What is the human quality of earth signs? We already know that earth signs deal with the physical side of practicality. Earth signs are down to earth, and they take a down to earth approach to any situation. All right, so let's shuffle the cards. We're going to start off with the earth signs. All right, Spirit. What is earth? What is the earth signs purpose here on earth? What are the earth signs purpose? What is the earth signs purpose here on earth, Spirit? What are they here to do? All right. All right. Let me have 3 cards, Spirit. What is the purpose of earth, your earth signs here on earth? What is the purpose of your earth signs here on earth, Spirit? Any messages? All right, one more card, Spirit. What is the purpose of earth signs here on earth? What is their purpose? Okay, just want 3 cards. I'm going to put, let's see. Let's see what Spirit is saying. The purpose of earth signs here on earth. Earth signs. You got 4 cards. And I will be using a book so I can get accurate interpretations here. And this is from the Shaman's deck. All right, earth signs. Spirit is saying it's time to tidy up your house. It's time to get clarity and organize yourself, earth signs. That's in the physical, right? It's time to get your house in order. It's time to be practical. All right, now let's take what's number 1. Now we all, like I said in the beginning, we need these elements. And we also need to have all 4 of these elements in our life in order to be balanced. All right, so when you listening to tarot card readers, if you see an element that is missing, I suggest looking for the element that is missing in readings. That will be your key of what you need to improve. All right. Number 1, clarity and organization, a thorough inventory and auspicious symbol. All right. If your emotional world feels messy and unruly and you can't seem to get clear, it's time to see how your environment is affecting you. So that's why you need to clean up your environment, clean up your home, get organized. You don't need to have a lot of clutter around. You might be overspending on objects when Okay, you can be saving money, pouring more into yourself and instead of objects. And spirit, it says here, you need to ask for clarity from your relationships and do not make assumptions at any time. You need to clear up any unambiguous communications is key. So, a cluttered home can make you feel, you know, indecisive about situations in your life. So when your environment becomes clear, your mind becomes clear. All right? If you know you are doing the right thing, it doesn't matter who has an opinion. That said, right now, once you are sure your proverbial house is a tidy one, there is a release of energy to begin new things and to enjoy life and to know with certainty you are on the right path. So once you become organized, your life becomes organized. All right, let's move on to the next one for earth signs. All right, 44 breaks down to an 8. All right, 8 could be strength. If we're going by numerology on the tarot side, 8 using the major arcana, 8 represents strength. So let's see. This card says perfect storm coming. Perfect storm. What kind of storm? That's why Spirit is saying get prepared, get that house tidied up. What kind of storm is coming here? An invitation to act now. There's an invitation right here to act now. The courage to step into life, sheltering from turbulence. So, you've been in the house a lot, avoiding turbulence in the physical on earth. All right? That's what it says. It cautions you to be ready for an exciting, if turbulent times. That's why you had to tidy up that house, get it in order, become organized. The winds are picking up, and you need to make sure that you are close to the eye of the storm, or you will be buffeted by gusts that may take you far from where you need to be. The key is to remain centered and balanced and bear witness as the forces build in intensity. Let go of those thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes that clutter, see, your heart and cloud your mind. And that's what I was saying. A cluttered house equals a cluttered mind. And you won't know what to do when that storm comes. And Spirit wants you to have the courage to step into the life. And 44 breaks down to an 8, which represents strength. So you need to have the strength and the courage to step into life. Come out of that house you've been hiding in. A messy house. It's time to clean it up, clean your mind up, and get moving. All right, let's go to the next card. 51 breaks down to a 6. 6 represents a lover or a partnership or anyone you have love for. All right, now this card says stars in the sky, limited possibilities. You have limited possibilities once you declutter that house, declutter your mind, and you have limited possibilities. Let's take a look. Stars in the sky. When you look up into the velvety dark blanket of the night sky covering the vast expanse of space, can you count all the stars twinkling above? Can you imagine that you are only glimpsing a teeny silver of what is actually there. Your life right now is alive with possibility and needs your clear focus to home in on what avenue of exploration most called to you. So, now that you done cleaned up your house, decluttered your mind, now you are clear to think of limited possibilities on in your path. All right? Spirit wants you to focus on the brightest star in your never-ending sky. Take small steps, small movements toward calling this glittering potential into reality. So this is you sitting on that branch, manifesting your future, your limited possibilities here on earth. All right, let's go to the next card. 6 and 3 is 9. This is the Hermit. Gestation period. Winter's dream. Right, so this could be happening when you are asleep. You manifest in your sleep. Winter's dream. All right, let's take a look at the winter's dream. Gestation period, sanctuary, conscious awareness. Right. In your meditation, you and your sleep, you meditate, plus when you go to sleep, you are also manifesting. The winter's dream is a summons to go within. Right. Your life force longs to turn inward like the sap of trees returning to the roots. This is not hibernation. Do not fall asleep. Take your quiet, wakeful nature with you into stillness and know that you are replenishing your life force. Okay? So, when you go out, okay, so your mind is clear, your house is clear. You're manifesting. After having cleared your mind, you're manifesting. And you're also manifesting in your sleep. And Spirit says, you're not sleeping. Spirit wants you to go deep within to find the hidden places in your heart. What do you truly want to do with your life? But this is a time where you want to set your priorities and to bring clarity to your life and allow the clarity and transparency that comes with the winter's dream to permeate your heart and soul. So, basically, Earth Signs, Spirit wants you to clean up your house, get organized, declutter your mind so you can think clearly, so you can manifest. All right? And in your dream state of gestation period, Spirit, this is a time for you to rest and rejuvenate yourself. Because you may find once you go out there in the physical earth, You're going to need to come back home to a clean home, decluttered mind, so you can come back and meditate and rest and rejuvenate yourself. And you're taking one step at a time to reach your goal. All right, let's get one of these cards for Earth signs. What message do you have for Earth sign Spirit? Spirit says, let it go. This situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so you can embrace the future. And that's what Spirit's message is for Earth signs. All right. If you resonated with this reading, Earth signs, please click the thumbs up button and join Spiritual Revelations Tarot. And I'll see you in the next one. All right, that was the Earth signs. Let's move on to, let's do our water signs. And water signs, what we say, the human quality of water signs is they represent our inner feelings, our sensitivities, and responses to others. So, Spirit, what is the purpose of the water signs here on Earth? What are they supposed to be concentrating on here on Earth? What's their purpose? The water signs. What is the water signs' purpose here on Earth? All right. All right, Spirit. 3 cards. What is the water sign's purpose here on Earth in the physical, Spirit? What is the purpose of water signs here on Earth, Spirit, in the physical? What's the purpose? Okay. I don't do reversals on these. Okay. Got your 3 signs, 3 cards, water signs. All these are coming from the Charmin Oracle deck. All right, first sign. First one card for water signs, repairing the veil. See, water signs deal with emotions, our inner feelings, our sensitivity, and responses to other. And we can all have these qualities. We all do have these qualities of air, earth, fire, and water. So, water signs, you're here to repair the veil, to forgive. All right, let me take a look. What do I do? Put the book back? Okay. Let's take a look. That's not the right book. Yes, it is. Let me see. Repairing the veil. Am I getting the wrong book again? Repairing the veil. Now what? Oh, here it is, all the way over here. Charmin. 45. What do we see here? Repairing the veil. You're forgiving people. Your forgiveness, making amends, recognition of our unity. Your nature, your human nature water sign is forgiveness. Between us all is a thin veil appearing to be a space that separates us. We look through this veil and believe ourselves to be distinct from each other. We assume that our thoughts and feelings are our own. We see bodies and objects and the spaces between them, so we engage the world in relationships between a duality of us and them. We can't always remember that what we do to someone else, we at the same time do to ourselves. Okay. So, whatever you do, however you act to someone else, it's going to come back on you the same way. When we claw at the veil out of fear, anger, jealousy, or resentment, manipulate another, misuse our power, or allow someone's action to diminish us, we create a wound felt by many, not just those of us in the smaller, direct relationship. Let go of all your resentments. Know your part in the dynamic and make the appropriate amends with that newfound wisdom and understanding. Healing, forgiveness, and mending what is broken in your world is a sweet, much needed declaration of freedom. So, we learn in life that in order for us not to become hard in nature, we need to forgive those who hurt us in order for us to be free. And that's why we, the water signs, are here to forgive, to repair the veil and forgive others so that we might become free. All right, that's the purpose of that for the water signs. Second card is, this was 4 and 5, that's 9. And the tarot major arcana card for 9 is the Hermit. So, water signs. You had to go in the hermit mode to reflect on the situation that hurt you. And in that reflection, you learned that you had to forgive in order to be free from the hurt. All right. The next card is the Wailing Tree. Now, this one I know, this talks about reconciliations. And this is an image of a girl sitting at the bottom of the trunk of a tree. All right, let's take a look at that. And 9 and 5 represents 14. So this is like temperance, having patience. All right, repraying. Okay, that's 59. Let's take a look at 59. And this is the water sign. And we all have emotions, feelings. The Wailing Tree. So somebody here is grieving and mourning a time of necessary losses and reconciliations. When you encounter the Wailing Tree on your path, it's an invitation to stay a while and regroup, a place for you to rest and allow yourself to say goodbye to what no longer serves you. Right. So the water signs had to go into to reflect, to forgive others so they will be free. So they had to what? Oh, Spirit is inviting you to stay a little longer until you are healed. Right here. Until you figure out what no longer serves you. One important thing to consider before you make any changes is that you need to allow yourself to feel your disappointment. So that's what the water signs have done. They sat in their they had to sit in their disappointment. They had to sit in their feelings in order to understand what no longer serves them in their life. Life is not either or, it's both and this and that. So as you dive in and process this, allow it to become a temporary travel companion on your journey. The feelings that this will bring to the surface will be challenging for sure. Yet, like all things, they will pass soon enough and you will be more enriched by experience. So, this is a learning lesson for you, water signs. For anyone who has hurt you, you have to go inward to feel the pain in order for you to know what no longer serves you, forgive them, and free yourself. Okay? And this 5-9 is temperance. Have patience. Don't rush into anything. All right? The last card for water signs 3, benefactor. 3, the major arcana, numerology, represents the Empress. The benefactor, grace and generosity. Let's take a look at this card. 3, grace and generosity. The benefactor, grace and generosity, gifts, support, mentoring. When the benefactor weaves her energy into your life, you are put on notice that all manner of positive reinforcement is coming your way. All right? So you're going to teach people how to treat you. That's what this is. Grace and generosity. All right? You're going to weave into your life. You're put on notice that all manner of positive reinforcement is coming your way. Whoever, if they ever come back, they're going to be taught a lesson. The universe wants to let you know that just as you have been generous with others, serving with your gifts, even in the smallest capacity, so will you be rewarded. Okay? So that means that anyone who mistreats you, abuse you, you will be rewarded. The universe wants to let you know that just as you have been generous with others, serving with your gifts, even in the smallest capacity, so you will be rewarded. All right, so Spirit wants you not to be hard toward people, but remain sensitive because that's your nature, water signs, your sensitivity. And you will treat people with kindness and generosity and grace regardless of whether how they treat you, because you're going to kill them with kindness until they can't take it no more. They'll leave. All right. That was good. And it says, dream sharing and caring into being, and you will be amazed to see this vibrant seed take root and spread. Do it just because, and the benefactor will give you her blessings. All right? Let's see, what other cards did I use out here? Okay, and that's your message. Water signs. Let me give you a message from another message. Spirit, what messages do you have for your water signs? One card, please, for your water signs. All right, here's your card. Spirit said, water signs. See, that's that generosity. Open your heart. No one is perfect. Stop judging yourself and others and let love heal the situation. Right. Be kind. Kindness. Be kind to others regardless. And you will receive the same treatment. You receive what you dish out. So if you don't want any karma, don't dish out no karma. All right? Water signs, that's your message. If this message resonated with you, please click the like button and join Spiritual Revelations Tarot Water Signs, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right. Let's move forward. We did earth signs, water signs. Now we're going to do air signs. And we said air signs, the human quality of air signs is they are they have mental qualities. They have the ability to respond to reason. Air signs. So they have the ability to respond to reason, meaning that they will be fair. All right? So they are the mental, not they. The air element represents mental thoughts, your intellect. All right, so let's take what's the purpose of the air signs here on Earth, Spirit? What's the purpose of the human quality air? Here on Earth, what's the purpose of the air signs here on Earth, Spirit? Okay, let's see what comes out for the air signs. All right, 3 cards. What's the purpose of the air signs here on Earth, Spirit? 3 cards for your air signs. What's the purpose of the air signs here on Earth? What are they supposed to learn here on Earth, Spirit? Air signs. 1 card. Let me have 2 more cards for the air signs. What are they supposed to learn here on Earth, Spirit? All right, thank you. All right, air signs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, air signs. Air signs are the thinkers. Sometimes they get stuck in their head overthinking. Let's see what it says. Air signs. You have protection guardian. Drop your shield. Drop your shield, air signs. You've been overthinking about something. And you're protecting yourself. And Spirit wants you to drop that shield. All right, let's take a look at this. Protection guardian. You're protecting yourself. 115. Let's get a detailed. All right. Drop your shield. Drop any shields of shame, resistance, and fear that are standing between you and your chances of enjoyment and fun. You getting in the way of yourself. You're blocking yourself from enjoyment and fun, air signs. You're thinking too much. You're overthinking. All right, the second card, Moon Maiden, new beginnings. So you're overthinking about a new beginning. 41 is a 5. 5 in the major arcana. Tarot is the Hierophant. So you are overthinking about a Hierophant, new beginning, a commitment. You're overthinking about it. All right, and Spirit wants you to drop that shield. And they want you to know that you don't need to hide who you are or the gifts that you have. You were born to shine. Air signs were born to shine. There's a new beginning here. Drop your shield. Moon represent emotions. You caught up in your head overthinking of being overly emotional about something. All right, let's move on to the third card. No, let's take a look. 5. Hierophant. Let's take a look at this card. All right. All right, where is it? The Hierophant. The Hierophant speaks of an institution. Okay. Am I in the right book here? Yep. That's the Sharmans. All right, let's see here. The Moon Maiden. New ideas, beginnings, curiosity. So the air sign, you're curious. You need to drop your shield because you're curious about a new beginning. All right? The Moon Maiden arrives to offer you a new beginning, a new face, a new facet of yourself that is arching, that is aching to be shown to the world. Those qualities that you have been quietly cultivating are ready for the limelight. Yep, drop your shield so you can go out and have fun. Spirit wants you to announce the new you to yourself first. Reveal it slowly to the world like a waxing moon. Allow others to be surprised by how mature and grown up this side of you is. So you did some reflection. Maybe you went through the dark night of the soul to discover who you are. The Moon Maiden invites you to shine with your own light. Drop any masks that you are hiding behind. Spirit wants you to be transparent with yourself. Become an unpredictable being, yet an immensely reliable friend. So Spirit wants you to be a reliable friend, not wishy-washy. Here one day, gone tomorrow. Overthinking in your head about a situation, about a commitment. Be true to your soul's calling, even as some around you in a relationship or a job want to capture your light inside a bottle. You know how to rise to the occasion just as unfailingly as the moon does. When the time comes, you return to darkness and become enshrouded in mystery until you are ready to return. Yeah. Drop your shield, come out, have fun, enjoy your life. There's a new beginning, maybe a commitment. But Spirit says, when the time comes, you return to darkness and become enshrouded in mystery until you are ready to return. So you go hide out. All right, let's go to the third card right here, 33. Spirit says, be joyful. Be a joyful muse and inspire others. Spirit wants you to do. Don't go back and hide into the darkness. Go and be rejoiceful. Be an inspiration, the gift of play and inner child. The joyful muse invites you to be more playful, to have more mirth and joy in your life. It is a source of inspiration, a wild and disruptive feminine force that compels you to invite more pleasure and delight in your life. Not to be sitting in the darkness overthinking about a commitment. Go out into the light and have fun. This joyful muse often comes at a time when darkness prevails and the future seems dour. Embrace her gifts, being playful without being silly. Invite the child inside you to come out for the play date. That's what it is. Play date. Someone is trying to encourage the air signs to stop overthinking, come out of the darkness, you know, have a new beginning, be inspired to go out and play and have fun. The last card, 33, breaks down to a 6, which represent a lover is trying to tell you this, air signs. But you want to sit and in your mystery. You want to be a mysterious person when it comes to new beginnings. Why? Hiding in the darkness. Somebody's trying to inspire you to come out into the light. All right, next card. Netcaster. 42 breaks down to a 6. So, it is. It's regarding love. Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. All right, so prepare yourself. What's going to happen is going to happen. And it will happen. 42. Let's take a look at the 42. Preparations come to fruition. A surprise. A result beyond expectations. This is something that the air signs are not even expecting to happen in their life. The netcaster arrives to tell you to stop praying for the fish. They have arrived, and it's time that you cast your net, lest they swim away. It's time right now. You better go out there and catch this bundle of joy. Who wants to have a new beginning with you? Everything that you longed for is within reach. But it has been so long since your prayers were answered that you have forgotten how to receive what is being offered to you, air signs. The next step that you have been planning for so long, remember that the fish wait. Remember that the fish wait for no one. So time is of the essence. So you better hurry up and get out there, air signs. Otherwise, you're going to lose your opportunity. Go to your place of stillness, of deep quiet, and watch for the signs that a new opportunity has arrived. Right now, you are patient because you feel that things will go your way. Learn to be patient with the people and situations that are more challenging. That's your answer, air signs. So there's something you need to get right with here. Somebody's trying to encourage you to come out and play. Drop your shield for this new beginning, maybe a commitment, but you want to sit around and be mysterious. That fish is going to get away from you. Okay, let's see. What messages do you have for the air signs, Spirit? What message do you have for your air sign? Okay. Oh. What message do you have for your air signs, Spirit? What did we say about the air elements? The air elements. Air, we need air to breathe. Water, we're made up of water. Fire, we need inspiration, action, and we said water was our emotions, our feelings, our sensitivity. All right? So, when it comes to spirituality and the human quality, Spirit wants you to say yes. You are correct. Or maybe Spirit is telling me, yes, I'm correct. All right? You have listened to your inner guidance and made a wise choice. Keep moving forward. That's what Spirit wants you to know, Gemini. It's time for you to go out there and catch that fish. And apparently you did. You caught the fish. And you have listened to your inner guidance and made a wise choice, air signs. All right, that's your message, air signs. All right, we have one more, and that is fire signs. Let's see what Spirit wants the fire signs to know. All right, so everyone should know what their numerology number is based on your birth date, the day you was born. So if you need to rewind, you can pause it and note what your numerology number is. And that numerology number basically tells you what your human qualities are here on earth, what your purpose is, what you're supposed to be doing. And everyone has to have all four elements in order to be balanced in life. If you don't have all four, you're not balanced. So we need mental clarity. We need to listen to our inner feelings. And we need to be mindful of how we respond to others. Earth, that was water. Earth deals with the physical side of humanity, of nature, human nature. Earth is being practical in any given situation. And earth, we are down to earth. We take a down to earth approach of any given situation. And fire is energetic, energy, active, action, ambition. Okay, so spirit. What is fire sign's purpose here on earth? All right. First card out, peacemaker. What is the fire sign's purpose here on earth, spirit? Two more cards. All right, thank you. Fire signs, your purpose here on earth is you're the peacemaker. A harmonious resolution is possible. This is your feelings. Because why? Fire signs are optimistic about situations. You know, they give it a chance. They optimistic. Okay. Second card out is unmarked trail, a revelation. Fire signs are having a revelation right now. And netcaster. They are preparing for what's to come. That's what the fire signs are doing right now. All right, let's take a look at the peacekeeper. And this is right here an ancestor's message to you. This is your ancestor talking to you, telling you that you are the peacemaker. Let's take a look at the peacemaker. Peacekeeper, not maker. Peacekeeper. Fire signs like balance. Right, balanced. A harmonious resolution is possible. The message here is choose peace. Conflicts are coming to an end. You deserve to experience happiness and contentment. All right, so the fire signs, you had to go through a lot of obstacles just to be the peacekeeper. And Spirit is telling you that harmony is coming, is possible. The peacekeeper card portrays a woman honoring the Lakota deity, white buffalo, calf woman, who brought the sacred pipe to the people. The pipe which she holds in her hands, a symbol of peace. That's this pipe right here. She's offering a peace offering. You may feel on edge due to a stressful situation. There's a warrior within you that wants to rise up, prove your point, and get the truth across. But you're being reminded by ancestor wisdom that truth will always be revealed in the end. It's more important at this time to avoid arguments or heated discussions where you know you'll be fighting a losing battle. There is much more power in choosing to move forward from a higher perspective. This will allow you to connect deeply to the guidance within and the intuition that will lead you toward the healing of the whole situation, along with any wounds it may have inflicted on you. Choose peace. You know it's calling you. Right, so fire signs, I know that a Sagittarius seeks truth in life, and I believe we all do. And the fire signs are the peacekeeper in situations, and they had to go through a lot of obstacles, ups and downs. And the next card, unmarked trail, of Revelation. So 5 and 7 is 12. The major arcana in tarot is the hangman. So somebody is gaining a different perspective on the situation, and they are having a revelation. All right, so let's take a look at that. And this is from the Sherman's deck. Let's take a look. What is this revelation? I'm on the fire signs. Unmarked trail. An unprecedented experience, discovery, and revelation. All right, so somebody's going to discover something. All right, so fire signs, you are called now to embark on a sacred journey. All right. The Arthurian knights, in their quest for the Holy Grail, had to make sure to take an unmarked trail that no one had ever followed, or they would not accomplish their goal. So you took the path less traveled, fire signs. Likewise, you must enter the darkest forest of your soul via a route as yet unidentified to find what you seek. So you had to go through a dark night of the soul. That's what you did. The manicured paths will bring you only temporary pleasure and later great pain. So that means that outer appearances, the outer appearance of individuals, you can't go by that. You have to go by someone's innermost self to know someone. You can't judge a book by its outer appearance. You already know there is no reward at the end of the road you are following, fire signs. You are you are only killing time. Pause, breathe, and commit in your heart to a sacred endeavor. Vow to not look for old solutions that may have worked with past challenges. Get out of character, try the outrageous, and keep your quest private. Now is not the time to speak of the voice that called you to embark on the unmarked trail. That time will come. The unmarked trail can be a sign that you have already made a choice, even if you do not want to acknowledge it. Oh, that you made a decision. Be at peace with what your heart knows to be true. Your heart has already been made up, and your mind will follow. Pack lightly, taking with you only essentials, beliefs that you know to be trustworthy under all circumstances. The universe has your back. All right, so fire signs. You are a peacekeeper. And you're going on an unmarked trail. And on your journey, you're going to have a revelation about something. Okay? And we said, hey man, you're going to have a different perspective here. While you're going on this unmarked trail to discover a revelation. All right, the next card, 42, breaks down to a 6. 6 and a major arcana of tarot is the lover. So you're going to have a revelation about this lover. And spirit saying to go out and cast your net. Just like they told the air signs to go out. It's time for you to prepare to come to because something is coming to fruition. And if you want it, Spirit is saying go out there and get it. Cast your net because that fish is going to swim away. It's not going to wait for you. All right. And that's your message, fire signs. All right. If this reading, let me give you a card. What message do you have for fire signs, Spirit? Messages for fire signs. One card for fire signs. All right. One card fell over. All right, fire signs. This is what Spirit wants a message to you. Spirit says, open up to your spiritual gifts, fire signs. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. So the angels are guiding you, guiding you, fire signs, to be the peacekeeper. All right? They're guiding you to go out into the unknown trail to go after what your heart desire. And the netcaster is telling you your plans are coming to fruition, but in order for your plans to come to fruition, you have to go out there with your net and catch that fish because that fish is not going to wait for you. All right, so that's your message. If this message resonated with you, please press the thumbs up button and join Spiritual Revelations Tarot. And I'll see you in the next reading, Sagittarius. I hope that this reading was beneficial to everyone. And I was guided to do this way. And I will see everybody in the next reading. Bye.